Hello, welcome to Switched On. My name's Paul, and today I've got a what is video on a new game that's come out in the eShop called Space Cows. And this one comes from the Happy Corruption team, and they reached out to me in the week and asked if I'd be willing to give their game a play. And I said, sure thing, throw it over to us, I'm going to have a look. So here we are. So this one came out on the 5th of September. Currently, I think it's got a small discount running at the moment. It's $11.69 and £10.52 on the eShop. It's a, how would you describe it? A twin stick-ish shooter. Kind of a platforming game, but you're floating through space, so you don't really get much time to put your feet on terra firma. But yeah, it's a really fun game. One of the things I really like about it is they've absolutely committed to a crazy idea. You know, this idea is out there, and I can almost tell where this idea came from, because I've sort of worked in little studios, and you know, come Friday afternoon, you're happy it's the end of the week, and you know, you all sort of sit back on your chair and think, wouldn't it be funny if a game did this? And then, oh yeah, we could add this, and within like 10 minutes, everyone's absolutely cracking up, and you're just coming up with, you know, more and more bizarre ideas. And I'm guessing that's how this game came about, and then they decided to make it into a game. So fair play to them. If you like fart gags, you might already be able to hear that noise in the background. Full of farts and cheesy innuendos and terrible puns. So let's have a look at the first level here. So you've got a bit of a sort of Star Wars scrolling backstory. So you're basically a farmer called Best Regards, which in itself is strange. And your beloved cow Betsy has been kidnapped. And your best idea you come up with was to get yourself sent into a space station to rescue Betsy. So here you are in the space station, flying around, shooting your sink plunger or toilet plunger at the aliens and trying to rescue your cow Betsy.
I must plunge into the unknown.
You collect these little milk bubbles that fill up your carton on the left hand side. When you get a certain amount, you get an extra sort of hit point or life. Those lives are on the right hand top corner of the screen. So currently I've got 3, and I've just picked up another milk carton, which gave me another one. Twin stick setup. So right stick here moves your aiming line, and ZR fires your plunger. You can grab onto things in space by holding down the B button. So let's get rid of that hay bale. And then shoot your plunger at these alien-y thingies. That's the technical name of them, I'm sure. But yeah, it's a really responsive game. I mean, it's, let's say, absolutely crazy in its premise, but plays really nicely. And so I like the way they've absolutely committed to this idea. Now, around the levels, there's these like little secret areas with cows in. You can grab onto the cow, drag it into these machines, and you take into a little mini game, which reminded me a little bit of Timberman. If you ever played that, we sort of alternating left and right to chop a tree down. Kind of a similar thing here. You're using the ZL/ZR to squeeze your cow's milk into the receptacles. Oh god. So yeah, so you just ZL and ZR. I guess you avoid the aliens. I've never hit an alien yet, so I don't know what would happen if you hit an alien, but I guess the idea is to avoid them and get your milk into these receptacles, as I say, and you get scored. I'm not sure where the timer is, because I don't tend to take my eyes off the screen, but there's either a time limit or a certain number of receptacles that go past. So there I've got 68 out of 50. Later ones do get harder, and I've earned an extra point for that. You have got a fart ability by holding down L, which acts as a boost, because of course it does. And you've also got a slow motion feature on the ZL button, which it will ask you to showcase in a second. Quite nice effects. The whole sort of thing here is really well presented. As I say, they've committed to the idea, and they've, you know, got a really nice art style, good sound effects, good music. You know, they've really gone for it. So when a game really commits to an idea, no matter how out there, you know, you can't help but admire it. Just clear up this little room before we can go on. You see the little caution sign there opens up when you clear a room, lets you carry on. Carry on collecting these milky bits. Oh, get an extra hit point there. Now, we've got a rage meter at the top, so I'm going to unleash that. Probably at the wrong time, actually, because... oh, there we go. The idea of those sort of protected, shielded aliens is that you hit their fire back at them, but when you're in rage mode, you can just shoot at them and kill them anyway. But your normal bullets aren't strong enough to get through their shields, so, like I say, you normally have to just deflect their own fire back at them to get past them. Collect all these lovely milk bubbles. We'll just see if we can make it through to the end of the first level here, and just to give you an idea really of what this one's about. I said to the guys I'd give it a play. And yeah, it's been an enjoyable little hour on it, I would say. Oh! Forgot you have to hide up in here. I've not tried dashing through these yet. I'm guessing your dash won't get you through them. That's why they've given you these little pockets of escape. So this is here, so you have to sort of shoot their fire back at them. It's made even more difficult here because you're in kind of a wind tunnel or some sort of force field that's pushing you in one direction. And here's another one of these little mini games. We drag the cow in here. I'd like to. I mean, I don't know if they get more varied much later on in the game. So I've only played like an hour or so. But it's the same mini game as we had before. Being cool if there was a few different ones. Just say there may well be later on, but you know, the fact that we've had two in close succession and they're both the same doesn't bode well that there's going to be any different ones, because you'd think they'd throw in a different one straight away to stop it getting too repetitive. So 73 out of 100 that time. You really must have to go some to get to 100. That is the best score I've got so far. Usually get in the 60s for that level, or that little part. So we come round here, round this gravitational pull. Hit a checkpoint. This is on the normal level, by the way. There is an easier level with more checkpoints. It can get quite frustrating, especially early on. I was dying a lot, and it sort of kicks you right back to the start, like an old school, you know, Commodore or Spectrum game. You know, you play the game, and then when you lose your life, you have to restart the game. None of this checkpoint or mid-game saving fancy nonsense. But as I say, on the easy level, there are more checkpoints than just that one now. And there is a hard level as well, which looks like you don't get any leeway, any hit points. One hit and you're dead. So just got to be the right angle to get shot at for this, so I can redeflect it back at them. Let's take them out. There's another little sort of boss type room. Kind of shielded by this cheese, but also makes it harder to hit their shot back at them. That should be enough for that one. Oh. And there we go. Get rid of that one. As we said on this first level, there's not, you know, a great deal in the way of enemy variety as well, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, got hit. There's an extra hit point. I think the rage mode here is sort of like a combo based system. It seems like as soon as you stop killing aliens, it starts ticking down again, so quite hard to get that combo system up. It's sort of constantly ticking down. Oh, use our fart power there. Wish I had fart power, especially at the minute. Oh, I never did. So we are utterly not sorry. So it's quite tough. Say that would kick you back now. If you retry, it kicks you back to the checkpoint just before the elevators or that sort of spinning section, which is quite disorientating because the gravity changes as that world spins around you. So if we died before, then you get kicked right back to the start of the level.
Milk it out.
So I say as this world spins around, you sort of gravity changes. So at the moment I'm being pulled upwards.
Ouch.
Ouch. And this one being pulled left and right by the gravity. But I just thought I'd showcase this anyway. Probably going to call this a day now on this one. Just wanted to show the developers some love and give you some gameplay of this one if you've seen it on the eShop and fancy picking it up.
Oh yeah.
If you're a fan of these sort of twin sticky platformy type games with a little bit of humour, then I reckon you might be alright here. Oh, died again. So that's a good point to leave it. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and leave me a comment below what you think of this. And I will see you guys on the next one. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.